See, you set me off. All I was doing was talking about going out and walking in the garden with the dog.
You're inspiring. I've seen you do a lot of interviews, and I honestly, I don't want to make you angry, but I think you've got a pretty rockin' worldview.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, what can we do to make a difference?
Oh, encourage our children to develop feelings that are real, really, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's only through the success of generations. So if we want to be grown up about things, and if we want successive generations to be grown up, we have to wrest their attention as much as we can away from this, away from mainstream media, but also away from that. Yeah. It's terrifying what that does to people.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's
absolutely terrifying.
And depression right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because it stops people talking to one. It stops you talking to anybody about anything that isn't on there. And you go, what are you talking about? I'm not interested in that. So if we can encourage people, even to go in the garden and go, oh, fuck me, look at that blossom opening. Well, that's kind of interesting. How weird to get to become interested in the whole idea that there's something going on here that is magical. But to involve ourselves in it, we need to be educated. We need to know what the fuck it is that's going on, even faintly, even faintly to know about it. And unfortunately, the powers that be, the Zuckerbergs and Gateses and the Bezoses of this world, they don't want us to be educated. They want us to just about be able to drive a van and piss in a fucking bottle, so we don't stop working even for 2 minutes. Yeah. That's all they want. They don't want us to know anything about anything. They want us to, particularly, they don't want us to know about history and those kind of things, and the social sciences. That is absolutely verboten. But also, they don't really want us to know about fishing, or picnicking, or camping, or walking, or climbing, or anything. They just want us to be just knowledgeable enough so we can go up in a fucking tube and go to work, and get home, and just have enough knowledge just to be able to get ourselves in debt so we're slaves for the rest of our life. But apart from that, they would much prefer that we stay completely ignorant about absolutely everything. And they're doing a fucking good job, because almost everybody is. Almost complete. I find I'm really well read these days. Well, I always expected to be to be a kind of oik, an illiterate oik. But it turns out, even with my small amount of delving, I'm actually fairly well educated, which is, well, it doesn't really matter. But imagine, I could say, even here, or particularly if we're talking to somebody who lives in the Southwest, right, as Danny does. I don't know where you live.
He's here too.
You're there too. You live in the Southwest. Imagine being alive and not having read Cormac McCarthy. I mean, you go, well, hang on, because Cormac McCarthy should be in every fucking school in the country. This is one of the great pillars of modern American literature. Look, he's writing the name down now.
You're goddamn right I am.
Right, well, okay. Well, so if you don't know about Cormac McCarthy, how the fuck do you expect anybody else to? But Cormac McCarthy is hugely important. But the first thing that you need to do is just read one book, and then you see if you're sucked in or not, or just read the first 2 pages of All the Pretty Horses, and you'll either be sucked in or you won't. But you will, I know you will.
All Access with Danny Zalesko and Tim Richards.